Okay, y'all, I'm gonna pick up my pants after I picked up the paper, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked at what's going on downtown, y'all. Please explain to me how people can show up to citizen comments every week and ask for more ADA spots. Y'all, I've been asking for that because citizens asked me to ask for it. I wasn't the genius, it wasn't me. And I told y'all that. And then there were some people who were concerned about their businesses, and there were all this 15-minute parking. There's none of it. It's 2-hour parking, y'all, and they wanted 15-minute parking versus 2-hour parking. I opened up the paper today. That microphone's broken, I just noticed. There's a petition drive from the downtown businesses. Now, if you note, there was also a petition for not having reverse-in parking that was ignored by the city. We're in the middle of a code rodeo. This is germane. Because people have legitimate concerns and they're not put on the PowerPoint. It's one big public relations campaign being fueled by consultants. Listen to this quote. The only thing that can make it downtown is bars. I'm not opposed to bars, but a salon needs foot traffic. If you have a block for only 4 businesses open from 8 in the morning to 6 at night, everybody else does it until 5 or 6. You have a dead street. There's nobody walking to the street. 2 or 3 years ago, it wasn't like that. Yeah, I like this one. Over the course of the last 5 years or so, downtown retail shops have been slowly replaced by bars and restaurants. Lamone, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, says that too has an impact on her business, which relies heavily on walk-in traffic. Now, this quote to me is striking because of the language that she uses. Lamone, gosh, I hope I'm saying your name right, says the combination of reverse parking, that's the petition that they gave to city staff, which was ignored, right? They gave a warning shot and it was ignored, which says she has run off customers, and the impact of the 2-year construction project has, quote, really killed our business. We're looking at moving off the square. So we have a pre-existing business that's now going to move because of liability issues of engineering, which caused flooding, as well as all of the time of the construction, because y'all know that went on for what, 2+ years, y'all, right? And then the combination of the reverse-in parking. It's the perfect storm. If you've got mold problems or cedar fever, a couple of drops of that in your neti pot, it will make all the difference in the world. Now, the reason why all this is relevant is we're in the middle of a code rodeo. I've been showing up and I really feel like my ideas haven't been engaged on the PowerPoints. To me, it feels like one big expensive advertising campaign using expert testimony of consultants that are paid from Austin, just like the Gary Schatz guy that they used for the roundabout, and whoever consultants they used to justify this reverse parking. I love that name, versus back-in parking. It's a great rhetorical device. So if we're in the middle of a code rodeo, let's go ahead and put the wishes of the pre-existing businesses in that structure, or at least honor people who take time to make a petition. I know the petition for the roundabout over at Cheatham Street was ignored. I know we had to make a big stink for the one over here. They think all these innovative things are so awesome, and they just squash people's eminent domain rights as well as their investment of their local businesses. So shout out to you small business owners downtown. You guys rule. And I want to say I would like to see some more advocacy from the dais, because a couple of y'all used to be, years ago, recently elected, and I'm not talking about you, Melissa Derrick, because you rule. Mr. Gregson, you're all about downtown. So show us some downtown fight, please. Remember, we had a conversation years ago when I ran for city council about the core of the city being downtown. Well, what's the core going to be? The heart and soul of this ma and pa? Or is there going to be the core of some outside developer with retail space? I hope it's not the later, and I hope y'all support the former. The group's petitions should be available at most downtown businesses. Though the results haven't been released yet, the city's recent online survey will be presented to the city council. Ted Brenham of Brenham Bryant Electric said he would not let, quote, would not let, unquote, the council give more weight to the anonymous survey than the signatures on the petitions, and that's true. Y'all get your greater partnership hacks and your hacks from over there at the, what is it, the Chamber of Commerce, and you guys, I mean, for reals, people put their business names on a petition, and we're in a small town. It's difficult for, this is a high context culture like Japan. We don't just run out and protest if we're a downtown business owner. That's why it's difficult for activists to get work, people. There was another really cool quote here that I thought was interesting about the police department and ticketing people as well as enforcement of meters. So the irony, y'all, is that we're enforcing meters, but we're not giving people ADA spots or small businesses owners their due. So this is a great article by Anita Miller, and I really would encourage y'all to pick this up. When they first put bike lanes in, we tried to check off how many people a day were riding from Hopkins to University, and it averaged about 8 a week. We're a long ways from needing bike lanes downtown. I love it, y'all, and that's what they use to justify eminent domain in my part of the hood. And by the way, those faux bike lanes y'all have up on Bishop, those give the illusion of a bike, but they're unsafe. They're not true, pure bike lanes. So let's quit trying to do things cosmetically and do the real deal, peeps. That was a front porch stoop speech. I wish I had a whistle. Here's my tree. Citizens, I'm letting my video render, and I'm still thinking about this topic. You explain to me why people should have a buy-in for a code rodeo if they can't get private concerns about eminent domain on the PowerPoint. And the data in here reinforces what I've said about bike lanes. It's just some popular idea. We've got a lot of cyclists in our town, but you know what? The private business owners and the private property owners don't want to lose their land for like just and on top of that, if you guys go through I mean, literally, if you go down Hopkins, and when you hit downtown, that is the most unsafe intersection. Any pedestrian or cyclist in this town will back me up on that. It's dangerous outright. And they don't correct those things. So how are people supposed to have buy-in when they're writing petitions for simple things like, hey, the parking idea you guys came up with wasn't awesome, to the point where we're walking around during our business time getting petitions? Or, hey, can y'all like police the amount of time that people have when they park so maybe my customers can get in and out? Or hey, can those who have ADA concerns maybe get a couple of places to park? But no, we have glitz and glam of consultants of the code road. It's a great metaphor. Maybe I should come in as a clown, the next citizen comment, because that's what I feel like. Showing up to all of those meetings, writing those letters to the editor, making the video blogs, doing the YouTube reports, reading the emails, going to the online mixer, being denigrated by one of the consultants. It's on YouTube, y'all, telling me why didn't I show up on time. Well, Holmes, I had to work, which is more than you do with your dollar bills, with my taxpayer.